one thing I thought was cool in this talk I was listening to recently was they were talking about morality and how morality used to be, or like morality, the word comes from basically the different rules and like code of conduct and things that a society might have within.
Right. Kind of like the way you have to live in a certain spot.
Yeah. All right. Like he said, where you land or like where that kind of thing. So it's like within your community, what are the rules and what are the things you abide by, and but now that we have the internet, we have and just the way that we are connected globally, it's this new level of understanding that we can't have those rules anymore because those rules are within context of a community, or so the rules have to be like global rules, right?
Or at the very least understand, like, develop a better perspective and clarity and equanimity with the fact that everybody's rules are going to be different because we are technically all in completely different spots and have to abide by that.
To even just to understand that. Yeah. So that it's, you don't.
Which is like no wonder
make problems based on thinking people should be a different way. Now that we know that everyone is a different way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like it makes sense that. And like, it's no wonder that everybody gets really easily confused and thinks that there are like even bad things or dark times, or even that whole mentality really stems from being able to see more and thinking that it doesn't fall under what I would consider morally good.
Right.
And like just it kind of almost starts there of like I see things that should be a certain way based on my context and parameters, and as soon as you start extending that out of it, then it's like things are clashing with what I understand to be good. Oh no! And then you eventually see the extremes that are like going way out of line with what you are. It's like, oh. Yeah.
Well, I have more awareness now, but I have no more equanimity.
Yeah, and like equanimity is the secret of success. Continue to. Yeah.
So I'm now, and then when people are, say, watching the news or different things where they're talking about these problems because like they don't have the equanimity for it, and people are lining up with watching the news because they also don't have the equanimity for it, and then it's just like, not that really, like, you could totally just ignore that and be free of it. And
yeah.
Like it's
weird, like, just how so much of it is, it's not for even moral reasons in itself. It's for, like, if like, there's an opportunity to make money and somebody really wants money, they're going to take that opportunity to make the money. And one of the best ways of doing that is to point out all the things that probably don't fall in line with what people think morality is, and you almost trying to establish a morality. So like it's like those things of racism in the States or something, which isn't nearly as bad as anybody makes it out to be, and that's why like most people from other countries go to the States or something. They're like, why is everybody so nice here? We always hear that they're terrible and all this other stuff, and it's like because the news makes them out to be that way. If there's like a white guy or a black guy killed by cops, the one note there, the killed black guy, will be all over the news. And then if you looked like a week earlier, the same situation but probably worse happened to like somebody else, but on the news, it's so much juicier.
Yeah.
You can make so much more money opportunistically if you make it that there are enemies and these are the moral codes that you have to follow. Yeah. And like this is the paradigm that we're in. This is what we have to believe in.
It's definitely marketing and like having the story that makes it filled up with all this juice. Mm-hmm. It's like,